Hey everyone, welcome to another live stream of the LEGO Goonies build. I'm Keith from Bricks and Sprues, and we have Howard in the background. Say hey, Howard. Oh, he's muted himself. Okay, well, he'll be back. Must have got a phone call or something. Let's see who we got here. We got Helen saying Jello Nerds. Hey, Helen. And Tim is here saying Jello Nerdette. What's up, Tim?
I'm here now. I had to mute my TV. Otherwise,
Ah.
we would have heard ourselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't need an echo. So Tim's saying, is it cold enough? And Helen says, yeah, I actually had to put a coat on today with the wind and white shit we were getting. Just 18 here now. And Helen says, hey to Howard. And Stephen Haynes is here. How we doing, Stephen? Good to see everyone. Hope everyone had a good Christmas holiday. And Santa was good to everyone.
No, I got 2 lumps of coal.
Hey, you got to keep warm?
Yeah, for 2 seconds.
Well, you know who got you that, so you're our good buddy Buck.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, last week we got through starting a third section of the Lego Goonies set. Two of them are together, sitting off behind me, so we'll get moving on here with Act 11. And it looks like we get another figure in this bag. I think it's Mouth.
I mentioned to Keith, if you hear some head scratch in the background, it's me playing with non-Legos, trying to do my speed builds yet. Everybody's watching
All right.
board.
Get all these parts out so we can move on.
So what bag did you say you were on now?
11.
20. So you're halfway?
Yep.
Halfway.
Yeah, bag 22 is very small. That's it.
Oh, that's bag 22?
Yep.
I wondered if I didn't realize that was a bag. I thought that was one of the
Well, if you
parts.
read it, it says there's 22 bags. Well, there's only 21 labeled.
Oh, I thought maybe that was going to get used in some place during the build there, like at one of the stages.
That looks like it's part of the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
And then for the the lines
Yeah.
from the mast. So, don't know, but we
Well, it's
shall
kind of like
see.
those parts that was in the Jack Sparrow one there.
Yep. Yep. So let's see. We'll get Mouth here put together. He's got two different faces as well. One with his
Is that lipstick on it?
No, I think he might be sticking his tongue out.
Oh.
Or the other one, he's just smiling.
Almost like lipstick.
And he's got a nice head of hair.
They were trying to be inclusive to the woke group, I guess.
And he must be vain because he has a hairbrush.
You're so vain.
So we'll set him up here with everyone else. And let's get started here. See what we got going on.
Nothing much
So,
in chat yet.
no. You have any plans for New Year's Eve?
Yeah,
Or
sitting here
anyone, I
building
mean?
this thing, hopefully. Trying to get this done before New Year's Eve. No, my girlfriend wanted me to go someplace and not be alone. I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
Well, you won't be alone if Buck has the stream going.
Yeah, but don't freeze to death before then. I was sitting here and I was like, why is it so cold all of a sudden? I got a heater on and everything blowing on me. And I felt like I kept having this draft come through and I'm thinking, what in the world going on here? Come to find out, I went back in the back room. Sure enough, the door's blown open. I thought, oh, the damn wind opened that damn door. I didn't think it did, but it did. So
But of
I lost
course.
it. Nobody can get to it from the garage because I got a massive pile of boxes from uh, stuff that came for Christmas and stuff that's been things. I just got to get them broke down.
Right. That ain't the piece. I need this piece. The one with the studs on top.
I found in this build I was missing one piece. I don't know if I lost it or if it was just or if they just didn't include it or something or what happened to it, but maybe I'll find it later on. So I had to steal from Peter to pay Paul the other day when we were working on Sunday stream there.
Oh, kind of like what Buck did with his stealing parts for the other.
Yeah. So I'll have to if I'll have to find one or I'll have to take and find another one to replace it. And then I got I was sort of working on the other one that I had here that I got from Sunday stream, and that one was missing a part.
Oh.
I was like, well, that sucks. And Buck's here. Okay,
Hey, Buck.
let's boot him.
Ban him.
Ban him. That's what you get for
Ban
getting
hammer.
coal. That's what you get for getting coal. I told him that was the reason why he had a problem with his build there. He gave me coal.
Exactly.
I cursed him. See, so now I had to start over with that rotor. Were you watching all of Will's stream? I saw you were there.
Yeah. Yep.
So you seen how Will was having that problem where that gantry thing would come. Well, first of all, the gantry arms that open up. Okay, I noticed on mine is when you first turn it on, they'll open up, but they won't open up completely, and you kind of have to pull it around a little bit to make it like all of a sudden figure out what it's doing, and then it'll start. It'll let the shuttle down and stuff. But when you don't have the shuttle on there, and that's why I kept asking him if he had that piece down there between things because I completely missed it for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
I started about, well, why is this thing not working? Why is this thing not working? And then I come to find out it's just like a triangle that goes in there, that slot. So when it hits the limiter switch, and then it'll work. But then you've got to have that other piece, which I kept trying to tell him that you had to have that basically the shuttle's built onto.
Right.
That comes back up, and when it comes up there, it hits that limiter switch when them fold together, and then it says, okay, I'm back to zero position, and then the gantry's things will come back and like they're locking back in on the shuttle. But when his thing was extending and it would extend out and then it kind of looked like it went back forward and then it would back up, that was the problem. That limiter switch was not being engaged down there, so for it to go back, it's like it's not sensing itself, and that's why I kind of wonder if maybe he has it upside down or not. His limiter switch maybe, or he doesn't have it quite the right direction. So I was trying to tell that to Buck yesterday when that. So it's those things. If you do get that Roker shovel, it's a great build, but you got to there's a couple points that you got to watch because they don't tell you to grease. Well, what do you want to do? Lube it, wax it, whatever you want to call it. And that those two runners for that part where the shuttle goes up and down. It doesn't tell you that, but it sticks because they ask you to run it back and forth. Well, it ain't enough. You need to put some wax in there. But
Uh-huh.
anyways, let's see. Dante's here. He says, "How you?"
Hey, Dante.
I don't know how everybody's doing. And Buck says, "So you're saying his limiter switch is out of limits?" Yeah. Put goo on the track. Zachary.
Come on.
But I that's why I was trying to tell people, and that I don't think everybody's listening. When I see nobody listens to what I said, I try to tell them these things, and they don't listen.
What'd you say, Howard?
Yeah, I know. Typical.
Buck would do that.
Well, like I always said, I told my mom not to start that fire, and she started that fire, and then guess what? My dad got in the fire, and well, he got burned. Otherwise, I think my dad might still have been here yet. Because he'd have been still trying to do stuff.
And let's see here. That goes.
Kind of like this build here. It's got a little bit of a curve to it because if you aren't really paying attention, you know how Lego kind of gives you a little bit of a well, this is the way Lego used to be kind of, but now they kind of highlight their parts a little bit more in their instructions.
Yep.
And these guys, they kind of outline them, and sometimes you kind of miss a pin here, and you're like, well, wait a minute here, this ain't quite right, and you realize, oh shit.
Not sure, but not sure why there's a number 5 on that piece. Must represent something.
Is that like a wishing well or something?
I have no idea.
Guess we got to go
It
watch
might
the
be.
movie.
It's been so long, I don't remember.
I only watched the Goonies one time. And
Jody's here. Hey, Jody.
this is how y'all doing tonight.
I'm going to say it is a wishing well.
Let me go back
Because
here.
we just put another one of those on the rim.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like a wishing well. Yep.
Yep.
Dante says, I did a few lives today with 7 Days to Die, and the kids played some Disney race game.
Nice.
Says, I got one new subscriber to my channel.
I think I've jumped up 4 in the last 2 or 3 days.
Oh, and Buck says, when I watched Will's short afterwards, I looked at mine and found a couple pieces reversed, and mine is fixed now. So did Will do a short after his live stream, Buck? I'll have to go look and watch it if it is. Buck's asking Jody how is it frozen north?
It's frozen.
More icy than us, I'm sure of that. Dante
Yeah,
says it's windy as hell here in Pennsylvania.
well, Andrew, I know Sunday they got a crap ton of freezing rain.
And then Buck says number 5 is alive. No, wrong build, Buck. Sorry. And Buck says you just gained another sub. He said he did. Okay. And Jody says, yep, pretty frozen.
Okay.
You know how you make milkshakes, right? You got any idea about that one?
Nope. Okay, that goes there.
You put the milk cows out in the ice in the frozen tundra. That's how you make milkshakes.
Yeah, but who goes shakes them?
They're sitting there doing it themselves. It's like ice cream. Jody says it's 21 Celsius today, not counting the wind. Oh, yeah, to do with that.
Hey.
Buck says we're frozen here, but no precipitation. Buck says my milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. Oh my God, Buck, come on now. But I have none of that. None of that right now. Nope.
You think it does, Buck?
Yeah.
Make sure it wasn't the wrong color. What's everyone's plans out there in Chatland for New Year's? Doing anything special or just gonna hang out at the house and celebrate with the family? I know we're not doing anything. We're just staying home. So hopefully get some more done recording for my Citron build.
So apparently Buck says just the old ones. So he must be getting the ones from the old folks home down the street.
Okay. So we move on to this and let's see what we got.
You know, all the old guys wheel on down to Ethel's room at the old folks home, right? They all found out she had Parkinson's disease. Think about it.
I got it.
Buck says, gonna hang on the YouTubes as a live stream until about 11 p.m. Then go ring the new year with Andrea. Oh, you're not hanging until midnight, huh? Oh, gosh. Dante says, I did some Bricklink Lion Knights part orders for New Year's. I think I'll be doing some fireworks.
Nice.
And Buck says, everyone's welcome to join in to his live stream tomorrow night.
Well, I'll see what I might join for a little while.
You can always work on your Istanbul if you want to.
Yep.
Get caught up on it. Unfortunately, I'm falling behind. I'm getting close. I think you're starting to get ahead of me with my things. I'll be lucky if I can even get this thing half-assed done.
You'll do it.
Yeah, maybe if I stay up all night tonight. Yeah. Just what I wanted to do. I blame Buck.
Hey, this sounds like a good idea.
First, he makes me buy it because he shows it on, stream, and then I show him the book, and he's like, "Oh, you should do that one." I should have never listened.
Yep.
Damn it! That's what I get for listening. Never again. Never again.
All right. Well, we'll see how that works here in a second. But all that assembly there was building the gears mechanism for whatever it's going to operate. We'll figure that out here at some point.
Oh,
And
I'm back. I think I cut out there for a second. Is that underneath the boat then?
yes.
Yeah. Oh, Buck says he's got to celebrate with his lovely lady. Yeah. He says, just remember, it's not a race. It's still in the dio to build. Dante just subscribed to Buck, and Buck says, "Yeah, I'm welcome. Yeah, thanks, Buck." Just think, I don't have to worry about coal. I could just go outside and get some frozen poop and just send it to him. Think about it. He gets it in his house, starts to melt. His wife's like, "What the heck is that smell?" Dogs are sniffing at the package. Dad, what's this? Opens it up. Big old pile of cow poop. Melted.
Okay, that does not look right. That is... Did I miss a piece? Back here.
Probably they'll tell you it's on backwards.
No, this is too short. I think I missed putting something in here.
Uh-oh. Skip the step.
Ah, I see what I did. Got it. I missed putting this crossbeam in over here.
Yeah.
Because it goes... Should have done it this way. This goes on there. Then the crossbeam goes across there. Oop.
Yep, bone's connected to the leg bone and the
Yep. And fat fingers aren't fitting in tight places as usual.
Yeah. Buck says, "Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back again." He's referring to me.
Yeah, you are shady.
Coal smells better than when you burn it.
Hey, Donnie's here. How we doing, Donnie?
Yeah.
Glad to see you made it back from your little trip yesterday with your granddaughter.
Buck's telling me I shouldn't do that. Oh, I don't care. I don't care, Buck. I don't fear Todd. I don't fear any woman.
Did you just call Todd a woman?
Yep. He's not here. He can't defend himself. I'm not fearing Andrea. You're the one that's got to live with her, not me. See. I'm going to be like Bose the Clown. I'm high and dry, high and dry.
Interesting that they didn't call that piece out. That it's supposed to be left blank.
Dante says they had a blast. Dante says, I also did another Bricklink order with some extra stuff. My 5-year-old wanted a Santa minifigure, so I got him that and myself a couple Knights minifigures.
Nice.
And Dante says I also got some parts to try and see to make a spiral staircase. Huh. And Helen says the best thing about grandkids, you spoil them, then give them back.
Exactly.
And Buck says, I'm jealous. My grandson lives with us. I must have done something wrong. Yeah, you let him stay.
Exactly.
It's your own darn fault. You got nobody to blame but yourself. Sorry.
They need to clear the directions up here. It's kind of confusing.
Okay.
This square piece, clear piece,
Right.
it has a stud on it, but in the pictures they show the stud as black.
Oh, so maybe so you to indicate that it's like that.
I don't know, but then later on, I was thinking, okay, they're not calling a black piece to go on there, but
Well, maybe
then,
because clear piece and the way they wanted to pick it that way. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, but it ends up you do that on the two square clear blue ones
Okay.
eventually.
I'll keep an eye out when I do that myself. And Buck says,
Just the fact that they showed them black, it kind of made it look funny.
Right. Well, that's like this one here and this one that I'm building. It shows them black, but they're actually gray.
And they show it going in backwards.
Of course. Buck says,
because,
you know how to,
well, if you look here, you got these here.
Uh-huh.
But then the spot you're putting them, they're out at the front. The directions are showing the two things at the back.
Hmm. That is, yeah, because that's probably supposed to drop down in, right?
Yeah, and it's supposed to raise up and down. So, my fingers are going to be in the way. But right now it's flat, and this turns, now it's raised up.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So I think it's the directions show it backwards or the way it's supposed to be.
Like I said, if I could get my books, I could look at it. I don't have it sitting right here.
At least the online directions are wrong, in my opinion.
See if I can bring them up.
So just something to keep in mind. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am on that note. And this guy goes that way. There we go.
That's in book 2, right?
Yes. Page 33. 32, 33.
It's interesting how book 1 is more megabytes than the second one. Can't even halfway through it. Strange. Let's see here.
You're a strange one, Mr. Grinch.
Yep. All right. So which stage are you on right now exactly?
This is bag 11, page 32,
Just give me
33.
whatever you're at, 3 something, 4 something.
420, 422, 423, 424. 424 is where they show you building that little platform and then putting it in to that.
Here. Yeah. Okay. Oh yes, I see it now. You know, that could be right though, because it would raise it up farther.
I don't know.
I think you do have that backwards.
You do?
Yes.
I don't think it'll.
I think it would raise up more. Yeah, it would. It should raise it up more.
Well, then it doesn't sit right.
What's that?
If I turn it around, see how it sits.
No,
Then it's not attached.
you need to turn that whole thing around. That one that you got.
This?
Yep, that's actually turned right around. It's on 399. It shows.
Oh.
Yep, it shows it the other way
Did
around.
I put it? So I put that piece in backwards?
Yes, sir. 399. You put it in backwards.
Okie dokie. Let me. I did not catch that.
And Buck says, you know how to tell if a kid is spoiled? It smells.
So this goes there.
Buck says, did you build it backwards? Tim says, so what else is new? Aren't you always confused?
Yeah, because I grew up with you.
And Helen says, when they smell, you give them back. That's right. Or Di says, change the diaper. And Buck says, I refuse to change my 24-year-old grandson's diapers. If that happens, he can go hose off in the yard. But when I was a kid, and I was a young kid, I used to run through the cow lot barefoot. Never had athlete's foot either. Buck wants to know Why is Helen letting you build Legos if you're going to do it backwards? Oh, and she says because she has her own to build. Oh, what is Helen building then?
She's got the Lego, a couple minion sets.
Oh, the minion sets. Does it tip it up? Or does it, or if you turn it, does it go down?
It drops down.
That's probably the way. Yep, that's
Yep.
probably the way it's supposed to work. See, yeah, it's
Yep.
like a door. Yep.
Yep. My mistake.
We got it figured out now.
All right. Moving on.
Yes, they were fresh and warm, Buck. Hot and steamy. Nothing like going out there in the fall with bare feet, you see. Keep them warm. Just walking a cow pie. I know, it's like, ew, that's gross.
Let's see here. That goes that way. That goes there.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about with them being black. It's just the way they kind of indicate that there's a stud in the center of it because it's a clear part, I think. If it wasn't a clear part, that might make it like you might not notice it or something. I think that's why they're designating it like that.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that is, or they had a bad shader that day.
That could be too.
He was cutting corners. I can't get it to render right. Just leave it black. Okay. These cans are a lot easier to build than the Jack Sparrow ones.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm not arguing that at all. So there we go.
Tim says, smooth move, X-Lax.
Thanks.
Helen's saying, remember, go hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Helps the channel out.
Maybe that's the problem. I'm drinking building this one.
Buck says, I like the lick button or something like that. Yeah, you need.
So Buck's been drinking.
Yeah, he says you need to be drunk to build Jack Sparrow.
Need your rum, that's for sure.
Must have been a direction button since it was backwards. You like Jim Beam, right?
Me?
Yeah.
My everyday is wild turkey.
Oh, wild turkey. You know, yeah. You guys were talking about bourbons and stuff and whiskeys and things, and Jim Beam is going to shut their distillery down south for the year.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna keep their visitor center and their restaurant, I think, open or something down there, but they're shutting down because they got too much stock because apparently in the past, I don't know, 10, 5, 6 years or whatever, they've had a decline in people buying alcohol by 54%.
Interesting.
across the board. Basically, everybody's that's how much drinking has been down. 54% is what they say. So, and since they've
Well,
got 4 years on that whiskey in the barrels, they're and they have to plan ahead.
oh yeah, definitely.
So they're like, well, we got so much stock, and their stock's not moving as much.
Yeah, they definitely have to plan that because it's got to be aged at least minimum 3 years
Right.
before they can bottle it as a Kentucky bourbon.
And Jody says that's just there's plenty of better whiskeys. No, Jody, it's everybody. They were saying it's 54% alcohol consumption. Even the beer companies of having alcohol consumption being down that much. It's that new generation. They gotta have that other kind of stuff.
Well, what was funny earlier this year, I had there for a little bit. I had trouble finding my favorite one from Jim Beam or
Oh, real
from Wild Turkey. Yeah,
turkey? Really?
yeah. I went to 3 different liquor stores and they were both out. All 3 of them were out.
And yeah, because I know there was some that they up here and next to me. They've got quite a lot of wine and whiskey and stuff, and some of the imported things, and they were having a hard time getting it in. People were looking for certain types.
Yeah.
So,
And I like this. It's good and it's not too expensive. And the bottle I get lasts me close to 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh, mine could last a whole year or better. Maybe 5 years.
Let's see.
Still got Tennessee whiskey sitting here. That's the honey stuff that I bought probably 7 8 years ago, and that might be the most. Well, I even got some the uh, hell is it Terramana? I think it's Terramana. Whatever one is that the Rock Johnson has, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh,
So
I have no idea.
Terramana. I've even got some. Let's see, Terramana. I got Jägermeister, but that's an acquired one for everybody because if you don't like black licorice, you won't like that.
Yakmeister.
Jägermeister. I don't know.
That's.
I like it. It's not too bad for me.
I'm not a black licorice fan, so that instantly turns me off.
Yeah, like Joey said, yeah, nobody wants the old fashioned good stuff. My mom and dad went down to I don't remember if it was in Tennessee or Kentucky. I can't remember where uh, Dick's sipping whiskey is.
Don't know where that
Dick
is.
Trickle.
Oh, Trickle Dick.
Yep. But it's a sipping whiskey, I guess. You know.
Well, mine's sipping whiskey as well, so.
Connie says
Where's.
I have a hard time finding sextons lately, too. Yeah. Yeah, drinking's too expensive anyways. It could be part of the reason too. I choose the bills over booze any day. Well, I think so. A lot of this I think happens because of you're back in 2019 when we had all that stuff going on, and then the shipping things with the Houthis and stuff and everything getting kind of screwed around at that
Yeah.
point. So it's still trying to get caught up with some of this stuff going in. And then as I was reading something up there, they were where was it? New
Here's
Jersey.
data.
Oh yeah.
Nice print on the figurine. They got the little thing on here. Don't know what you want there, but the shirt is pre-printed on his torso.
Oh, and he's got that thing. It's like it's his shield or something that he's got on.
Yeah. Yep. Something. Let's see.
Buck says he likes Jaeger. Donnie says, "Oh, it just skipped on me here." He
Yeah,
says
I call
Jaeger is
that yak.
good.
I
Yeah,
call that Yakmeister.
Jaeger is good if you keep. Yeah, if it's colder the better. In that truck's Jody goes bleh.
I'm with you, Jody. It's
Ew, that's gross. Ew, that's gross.
Uh-oh.
I got it.
Oh, did you get it? Okay.
No, it's this one.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the other one. Where was that one? Is that the,
Yeah.
the puke?
Puke.
Right. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, they used when I was in college, those guys, that's what they would drink that every so often. I'm like, get that shit away from me.
I didn't hit the repeat button. I didn't.
No, it automatically comes on.
Oh, does it? Yeah, I
Yes,
know
you
where
have
it
to
is.
turn it off.
Gotcha. Buck says trickle dick sounds like you have a problem. Yeah, it's not cheap either.
No.
Dante says I bought some rum like 12 years ago or so to make original cough syrup. I still have a lot left in the bottle. And Mr. Marble Phoenix, Todd is in the house. He must have heard me
Hey,
talk.
Todd. How we doing, sir? Hope everyone's going good.
And Helen says Old Smoky salted caramel whiskey is the best. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, she has some of that. Maybe well, you won't be there, unfortunately, unless you're able to make it this year. By the grace of God, somehow.
I'd call it a hell in a handbasket. Hand throw on that one.
I'll bring some of that down.
And then what's the other thing? Well, my grandma used to make me a cough syrup, and that she used to give me 2 big tablespoons of, and it was made with lemon juice, honey, and Jim Beam for my cold and that. And and she's we're talking like an 8-year-old kid. She's sending a kid off after giving me 2 big teaspoons of that and sending me off to the thing. I didn't think about it. Never thought of, that didn't cross my mind. I kind of wondered if the teachers ever smelled whiskey breath on me. Never got sent to the principal's office for it. But
there's that DeForest kid drinking again.
I want to talk to his parents. What the heck? We had our principal in school was Frank Tarzan. He had the bushiest eyebrows you ever did see.
No, we had a teacher. His name was Don Keys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Donkey?
Pretty much, yes.
Well, I got a sad story about something kind of like that. The kid's name was Billy. His last name was Groat, and the kids kept calling him Billy Goat. And that. And the problem is, though, he committed suicide because of
Oh, ouch.
Yeah,
That's not
my
good.
mom was the only one that stood up for him and that, and the kids thought it was funny. And she says, you guys are the ones that caused that problem. You guys should be ashamed of yourself in that because they thought it was funny. Don't want to bring the mood down too much here. So let's see.
Yep.
No, Buck, I'm just going to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat just for you. He says when he got in college, he got into fights with Jack a lot. Now he's just friends.
Yeah, I can't drink Jack.
Oh, well, Buck, she's going to have to get a driver's license first before she can bring me. I suppose I could jump on top of Jody and Mary's car and ride down. I could be like Grandma in the Griswold's Family Vacation. Sit the rocker up on top of there, just like, yep, I'm coming.
Just as long as you're not the dog tied to the bumper.
I'll be like Jeff Dunham's one character, Walter. Oh, Buck says they would rub a drop of whiskey on the kids' gums when they got whiny while teething. Somehow they would fall asleep after that. I told my cousin that too, but she didn't seem to figure that out. But
Gray. Oh.
Don't do that.
The piece shifted in my hand on me. And where's it? There's the 2-piece. I think. Yeah.
I feel like this model that I'm building is about 1/6 scale. It feels about as big as the Ford Mustang that I got from Van Home.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's just huge.
Make sure I didn't skip anything.
No, it didn't look like you skipped anything.
Anything's possible though.
Well, got your back. We got your back. Oh, Donnie says they did the same thing. He says getting the kids drunk, you should be ashamed of yourself, though. Oh, Buck wants to know if you were teething earlier and now you're losing control. And sometimes it's a requirement, Donnie.
Okay. So that way.
At least nobody's told you that you put one on backwards yet. Well, I did. I guess I did.
Yeah.
But you actually did put it on backwards that time.
Exactly, I did. Because of the way I called it out. Where are you? There you are. She was hiding from me. All
In
right,
plain sight.
Let's see. Yes, it was in plain sight too.
Need to get your eyes checked. It's getting blurry vision there too much.
Maybe I need to drink more.
Yeah, get some more of that medication in you, son. Something on the rocks, yes.
Some of Granny's rheumatoid
Yeah, Dr. McKillop.
medication.
Some of that snake oil. Actually, I mixed lemonade and burners together. It's not half bad.
Lemonade and Vernors.
Yep. Ginger ale.
Interesting. Oh, I know what Verner's is.
Yeah.
Just never heard of putting lemonade in it.
Well, I tried that. What was that one they called? It was the Boston Steamer, I think it is, or something. I think they're what they called. Anyways, burners and something, and I tried it like wasn't my forte. I had a friend that lives down in North Carolina. I don't know if he's still running. He built a bar down there, and it was going to be he was going to make his own brewery down there. Him and his brother, they were kind of connoisseurs. They were ones that drink Heineken a lot. So when they went on trips, they'd go to like different breweries and stuff.
Uh-huh.
When he was in college, they brewed some bourbon in his college dorm, and it was like 7 years old, and that and he didn't have much. So he let me have a sip of it. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, I'm getting some feedback, Howard.
Are we?
Yeah, I got a little bit.
Oh, maybe it's from my other. I don't know. My water line's running. I didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
I don't hear it right now. There was a little bit going on now.
Oh, maybe it was when I was reaching. Maybe
Could
you heard me
be.
scratching with my. I'm sitting in my farmhouse here with a hoodie on.
But I I had brewed beer for a little while myself.
Really?
Yep. Very time intensive because you have to sterilizing the bottles was the biggest part.
Right. My
Big time suck.
my aunt and my uncle used to make wine. Like they used to make currant wine, dandelion wine. They
Uh-huh.
had a few of them in that I guess there's some in the wine cellar yet. That's
Might be vinegar.
no, not really.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. That.
I'll find out. I'll post a picture of one of those. I'll go get one tonight when I go to the store to pick up my friend because there's some there. I'll put it on Discord what it is. It's a Boston something, but your brother says you don't have to drink anymore. You just don't drink any less.
True.
And Di says you don't like viewer feedback, Keith.
What?
Hey, you were saying about you had feedback from me.
Oh.
Di says you don't like viewer feedback. Making Donnie all mad about it. Keep getting upset.
Yeah, Don messaged me earlier saying he may or may not make it. He was going out with friends tonight.
Oh, the Don, huh?
Yeah. The other Don.
And Dante says his uncle has a winery. He says, I'm going to make my own wine soon. You know, I've got the stuff to make wine myself here. I planted some grapes and stuff. And then this past summer, fall, I should say, I planted some fruit trees. So who knows, maybe in time I might try to make something.
Right, that goes there. 3.
And Jody says he's made wine before too. Strawberry, raspberry, rhubarb. Ooh, no, rhubarb wine.
Rhubarb.
Another one. Yeah. Says if you add a can of ginger ale to the barrel halfway through, you can get champagne. Champagne. And Donnie says, wait, Don has friends?
Apparently.
He's got more friends than I got. I don't have nobody to go out with.
Oh, yeah. Slivovitz. Old Slovak. Damson plum liqueur.
Mm.
That stuff would mess you up in a heartbeat. And you can eat the plums afterwards. Ooh, those would kill you.
Oh, somebody had some, a couple years ago, somebody had some peaches that they had that was in moonshine.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, soaked in moonshine. And I never had moonshine myself and that. And this guy, he had been eating these peaches and he was like, oh, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I grabbed one of them peaches out of there and I took that sucker and I took another one right after it. And he was looking at me like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah. I says, what? He's like, you don't have any feeling effect of that? I'm like, no. Am I supposed to? Because he was sitting there like he could hardly take and eat one of them. I'm like, okay.
Tastes fine to me.
Yeah, these peaches are great. I'll have some more. Too bad there was only a couple left. I was like, darn it, man, these were good.
Oh, there it is. Hiding behind that piece. Like,
right there.
Couldn't find the one I was looking for. It was hiding behind this sucker. Because it was just the one stack.
Oh, yeah.
Very thin strip.
Plates.
Yeah. The plate. Come on, get on there. And where's that? There she be.
Helen says moonshine is way better than wine. Diane says agreed, Helen. And Dante
What,
says
Helen?
wine I make is amazing. Watermelon, good too. My stuff is so good. Don't stand up, you'll fall over. Yes. That makes sense. God. But yeah, I wouldn't mind making some different types of stuff and that. But
Right.
it's funny today. My cousin, her husband had gotten a DUI, so that's part of the reason why his car was kind of messed up at the beginning because he'd been doing all this back and forth with their sobriety things and stuff, and that's why I had to take him. And so we were talking about it, and she says, "No, he's been doing pretty good." And he told me that there was a guy that was in one of his, because he's been going to all the these rehab, things that they have, talk things at night or whatever, like the
Yeah.
AA meetings and stuff. And he said one of the guys that he knows that was there at court while he's there at court.
Oh, it's the skull.
Yes.
I just
You noticed
realized that. No, I did not.
I'm just building along here and didn't even realize it.
And Zachary.
Zachary. But anyways, we were talking about this, and he said he told me the one guy that he'd seen the guy had been in again. He'd gotten in trouble again because a second time in between the time that we had been there at court, and just like, wow, some people just can't.
Some people just don't learn.
He's going to these meetings and he just can't. Well, I can beat that. I can beat that. Breathalyzer thing. No, that don't work. Sorry. Oh, I got another person in here. Give me sight beyond sight is in the house.
Yes, he's been here before.
He says, I got my Jago double tins 4 minifig Lego magazine today, and I think that's Euro only.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it is Euros because I don't think we get them here in the States.
So there we go.
Ooh.
That section is built up.
Does that turn or is that stationary?
No, that's stationary.
Okay.
It's attached up here.
Right.
And then also on that bottom plate, the tan one.
Right, okay. Guy says he loves the name site, loves Thundercats, been letting his granddaughter watch it on YouTube. And Trent's here. Hey, Trent.
What's happening, Trent?
You staying warm here in Michigan, Trent? I was going to say, I wonder I don't know, I think he goes down I-75 or anywhere in that, but that was closed down yesterday from all the snowstorm. It was pretty nasty out there here in Michigan.
Well, yesterday, with all the wind and stuff,
yeah,
you could actually walk on the bottom of Lake Erie in Toledo because it pushed all the water, and it was a 13-foot difference over to Buffalo.
Really?
Yeah. But there's pictures all out there of showing around Toledo and Maumee Bay and all that up there where there's no water.
That's great.
Because of the winds, it just pushed all the water east.
That's crazy. Yeah, well, I don't know how frozen it is out there yet because it hasn't really had a chance to really freeze from the weather and that. Bet these people are chomping at the bit to go out ice fishing all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
I have no affinity to go out there and sit on top of a piece of ice and that when you got people that drive out there and then they're, well, I don't know why my truck went down through the ice.
Yeah,
don't know why.
Exactly. I don't understand it.
Buck says, who left the door unlocked? Oh, hi, Trent.
Hey, Trent. How we doing? Good to see you.
Oh, God, I'm going to bash this now. Todd says, call the sheesh the lake wind thing.
Yeah.
I'll have to go look this up. I seen that up there when they had it in Lake Superior where they had the big, everything had been sloshing up there and they had all that big ice where you could walk, through underneath where waves had been kind of through and it like tunneled itself out.
Yeah, but with Lake Erie being so shallow.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Buck says sounds like Cook Inlet in Alaska. When the tide comes in, the wind holds the water back, and when it finally gets through, there's a 4-foot wall of water that goes up the entire inlet about 250 miles.
Huh. Got a bucket hanging from the beam here.
Yeah.
That's for the well.
Oh yeah. Didn't they lower somebody in the well or something at some point?
I think they may have. Again, it's been so flippin' long, I don't remember. And I tried to watch,
Find it?
go watch it, find it, but they want you to pay for it.
No, I know.
No, not happening.
There's a lot of them they want you to pay for. Even like RoboCop, they want you to pay for. It's like, really?
Yeah, well, it's like one of my favorite movies. Can't find anywhere. Rollerball, the original with James Caan.
Mm. I was just watching a thing before you jumped on here and about sequels and stuff. They're talking about, an I Am Legend 2 sequel. They finally are talking about, the Alita Battle Angel, the second one coming out maybe in 2027, but it's basically because James Cameron's been doing all this stuff with the Avatar movies and stuff. I haven't gone and seen the latest one. So.
Maybe it was data they lowered down in the, because now you put a chain on them.
Yeah.
Oh no, he gets mounted over here.
Maybe one of our viewers remembers. He gets hung up to dry, huh?
No, he's on the
above the trap.
The trap floor.
Donnie says he can't wait to see the second Alita movie. The first one was awesome. Yeah, I've watched it a few times.
All right. So now we're on to bag 13. Just moving right along.
Everybody get out your voodoo charms. We're working on bag 13.
Yep. And another character. Who do we got this time? Look at my notes.
Pinky in the brain. Oh.
Nope, Jake Fratelli. Doesn't show us building him yet, so we'll just set him off to the side. Nothing left in the bag. We're good.
Oh, Trent's asking me if I seen the RoboCop statue. I saw pictures of it. It's only taken him like 15 years to get that to come to fruition. They got a full life statue. Well, it's actually bigger than that, but they got a full statue of RoboCop out in front. Isn't it out in front of the police station? I'm thinking it's out in front of the Detroit police station. I can't remember now.
One each way. Okay. There we go. That goes there.
Well, some of the other ones they were talking about Jurassic Park 5, that they were going to talk about Scarlett Johansson and Herschel Ali was going to reprise their roles in, I guess, from that one.
And what's that in?
Jurassic Park.
Oh.
It would be Jurassic Park 5, I think, what it was. Can't remember the other ones they were talking about there. There's a few of them. Next year is supposed to have quite a bit of a lineup of ones that things are going to be like. Let's see. I think there's The Last Airbender is going to be coming out. I think it's an animated one. No. Supergirl, and of course you've got your Spider-Man. I think it's Brand New Day or something like that. And then of course Doomsday. And I wanted to say there was another one that was coming out with that too. There's quite a few of them coming out. That's kind of an interesting ones that they're going to have.
Yeah.
Did you get lost?
No.
He says that inquisitively. No, I'm not sure. Maybe.
The directions are a little... Okay. Never mind. I figured it out.
You figured it out? You fingered it out? Okay.
Yeah.
You fingered it out. On with the show. Oh. Apparently I must have been, I had my tablet when I was looking at that stuff. And we were talking about Jim Beam and all that stuff. I guess apparently...
And it came up?
No, apparently I had mentioned my Echo, or my Amazon, the Amazon name, and she started sending things.
Oh.
And
Here, you might like this.
Here, Cook Inlet, Alaska, tide comes in, wind holds back, blah, blah, blah. It says, this is a fascinating tidal phenomenon. You're describing a tidal bore where the income tide creates a wave that travels up the inlet. The Cook Inlet in Alaska is famous for these dramatic tidal bores with walls of water up to 7 feet high.
The two brown plates here, the way the picture showed at first, didn't realize wanted to overhang the front.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that side is away from you in the directions.
Oh,
but then I realized, they're calling for it to be flush with this here on the back side.
Gotcha. So here, you want to hear, this is kind of fascinating because so I was asking when I guess when this happened, and I went, yeah, they definitely have a plan because they got to be at age at least a minimum of 3 years, right? And it says you're right about the aging process. Jim Beam Standard Bourbon is aged for a minimum of 4 years in a new charred oak barrels. I watched a video once, and then I said, apparently she heard me say a lot of this I think happens because you're back in 2019, we had a lot of stuff going on, and then the shipping things. He goes, you're likely referring to the pandemic, the supply chain disruptions. These events did impact consumer behavior and industry operations significantly. And then and then it says, she heard me say, Trickle Dick sounds like you're having a problem. It's not cheap either. And then it says, I'm sure you were referring to there, I'm definitely not the one with any issues. What's on your mind about the current situation? And then I said, Mr.
Let
Marvel.
me refer you to a doctor.
And then I said, then it heard me say, Mr. Marvel Phoenix Todd is in the house. He must have heard me talking about him. And then and they replied, oh, Todd McFarlane, the legendary comic creator behind Spawn, those incredible Spider-Man illustrations. Sounds like you got some serious comic book royalty dropping by. The guy's been revolutionizing the industry since 1990s in his wild art style, the McFarlane Toy Empire. And then I went on to the Cook Alaska thing. I was like, and I was looking at it over there, and I'm like, what the heck is this thing doing over there? And I thought, well, I'll turn it off.
It's listening. It's eavesdropping.
It's one of those things where you're saying stuff, and then you don't realize that you're like, what, where, huh?
Too funny. We don't have any of those in the house. Thank God. We used to, and it would randomly go off. Like, yeah, that's annoying.
Not sure what Trent's saying. He says down in the Eastern Market. Oh, where they had all the accidents down there? Yeah. And Dante says, I think
Is that
going to rebuild the truck too. Go ahead.
Is the Eastern Market the farmers marketplace in Detroit?
Yes. Oh, we got in trouble one night there because I was helping our neighbor because he used to go down there at the Eastern Market, and I'll tell you what, I drive forklift, but I've never driven forklift like those crazy guys. Holy moly, do they drive like maniacs? They drive like those little natural gas style things.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were freaking driving monster trucks. Gotta get it to the thing. I look like Granny out there putting along and that, But anyways, they're supposed to be open, have the doors open like by 4 o'clock out there. And these guys, they want to get set up by like before 4 o'clock. They want to get stuff set up by 2 o'clock, because time is money. So they had all these roll-up doors, and had a guy who got in there, and they pried one up, and this guy got in and started rolling the doors up. Oh, did the dock master come over there? And oh, I'm like, I'm glad I wasn't involved in that. Oh yeah, a couple people got rolled up for that. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Helen and I were there one year. We went up, stayed in Greektown, and went to there was a, who was up there? I think Darius Rucker. Something along the river they had going on.
Gotcha.
We had tickets to it, and we were up there, and we're looking for time to kill.
Yeah.
And the concierge, or the bellhop at the hotel, he goes, "Go up here. I'll get the van to take you up."
Right.
So he says, "Just give us a call when you're ready to come back."
Well, there's a colorful few people there, and that when you're up there at the Eastern Market at 4 o'clock in the morning, you got all the people that are a little bit high on things. They come walking through. This one lady comes in. I'll tell you, this is the story. I gotta go after this, but this lady come in there, and she's like, "You want to buy a pallet? You want to buy a pallet?" They're looking for a couple bucks, so they can go score on there and get high again and stuff.
Yep.
This lady, she come walking in there. She's got all these buck teeth and everything, and the guy that I worked for, his name was Duke, Lawrence Donahue, but he went by Dookie. And Duke was like, he's like, yeah, he says, I'll hook you up with her. He says, you have a girlfriend. I said, oh, heck no. He says, we don't have to worry about the teeth. And I said, nope. I says, I'm not that desperate, Dookie. Yeah, he
You
was
sure?
Yeah, I was sure. I was sure. Well, she looked pretty rough though. Like about 60, and I was still like in my 30s yet when I was down there. But I saw them where they had these guys that come along and they had all these chains. Like they had a whole pallet of chains, and they laid them out in the yard out there in the dark. And he went out there and he just got these things. Wherever they got them from, don't know. And then there was one night I was there. These guys, they were from Benton Harbor, and they bring tomatoes all the way from over there, cherry tomatoes and stuff and things. And these guys came by with a brand new, looked like a brand new Miller welder, wire welder on a trolley, and they were looking to sell it like a couple $100 and everything. These guys, they took that thing and they paid the guy in cash, took it up there and shoved it in their reefer truck and shut up. Wherever that thing got stolen from, it's like, oh, got stolen. So
That's all now.
there's a little more going on Eastern market than just selling fruit and vegetables and stuff. I was down there when it was in the fall when we were selling pumpkins and stuff.
Yeah, we were there. It was summertime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually when they got the flowers and festivals and stuff
Yep.
going on. Yeah, he used to go down there and sell, flowers because in that he kind of got over that, but hanging baskets and stuff. But he used to do mums and stuff, in the fall also. And Buck said here, he says, just watched a video of a guy surfing a board tide in Cook Inlet. He rode the wave for about 8 minutes. That's quite a ways.
Yes, it is. All right, let's see here.
Well, I'm going to have to let you go on your own again.
No, don't leave me. No,
Yes, I got to
that's
leave
fine.
you.
Be careful.
I got to leave you with Buck and Donnie. I'm sorry. I know Don's not here to protect you.
Yep. But, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for taking
Fixing your
the time
mistake.
out. Fixing my mistake, but also taking the time out to produce for me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime. I enjoy it. I don't have to type then, say. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah.
True.
Oh, Buck said he fell twice but stayed on the board, so was able to stand up again later in the same wave. Post it in Discord. All right, everybody's saying, see me later. Okay. I will see you guys later.
Yep. Take care, Howard. Be careful.
Yep. Peace.
And this way. Getting the hull piece for this section done. So turn this guy around. There we go. And we'll get the cannon port covers assembled. Make sure I'm putting them on right. So, did everyone get what they expected for Christmas, or any surprises? Howard says, ugh, it's snowing again. Yeah, I hope it's not snowing out there. We're supposed to get up to 2 more inches tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. Luckily, right now it's cold enough that it's a light snow, so it's not too bad. Could be worse. Turn this the correct way. Put the studs in there for connecting the next section to it. When that time comes. Buck says, it's good for you, Howard. It builds character, and you're quite a character. And Dante, nice. We all got some Lego sets from Santa and family. Nice. That's always good. So you make a family event of it, I take it? Building together? And Buck says, I just asked Echo. No snow through the 8th of January here. Well, I'll trade you, Buck. I can send you some. Back around. And 2. Then that. So let's see here. Two stud plate. Buck says, I'd take the snow over the bitter cold. Well, I agree, Buck. If it's going to be cold, we should be having the white stuff falling. And Eric's here. Hey, Eric. Says, damn it, Buck. Leave the poor like button alone. Jeez. And Buck says, at least I don't break it like some people, Eric. How we doing, Eric? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Getting close to ending it here, because this pack will be over soon. And I'm not starting another one since there's only about 25 minutes left. And a 2 stud plate. Get on there. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it's offset. Yeah, it won't fit. Stairs won't fit over here because the wall. So because of the way the wall angles in, can't get the steps any closer. And Donnie says, Eric, Buck just really likes the like button. Howard saying, it's a good thing I got brand new tires today on my car. I'm sure. Eric saying hi to everyone. Buck says, I love the lick button. And Dante, yeah, sort of. A lot of the family do Lego. Got some on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Us old school Lego goers all have castles and Robin Hood Legos. And each of us got the yellow castle. Nice. Very nice. So, that goes there. Yep. Just double checking my placement of parts. Oh, there's the plank. Tim, you can walk the plank. Eric says, Buck needs a shirt with the YouTube like button that says lick it and flick it. Ah, too funny, Eric. But true. There. Some cannonballs on the deck. One back. Guess it really doesn't matter, just randomly placed. So, let me go get the other part of the ship, because we're going to attach this section to it. Buck says he'd wear it too. I'm not surprised, Buck. Not in the least. Ah, crap. Just broke the skull. Just broke the skull. Let me see. I'll get it back in here. Hold on. I know I'm off camera. Sorry. Listen. That one goes. I'll get back in view here in a second, guys. Sorry about this. Maybe if I quit knocking pieces out. Turn the pieces around the right way. All right. Need to figure out where this piece flew off of. If anywhere, is that an extra? Well, I'll find that in a little bit. Turn the ship around again. And that goes there. Is that the only piece? Nope. Gotta. There. Those pieces into it so it attaches. Keeps that section. Let's see if I can do this without breaking everything. Had to put that piece in, that piece in, and that piece in. That all helps tie the section together so it doesn't fall apart. Flip it back around and put this one here. Help hold these two section pieces together. This goes on the top, holds that together. This goes on at the bottom. Holds that together nicely. Oh, so we will look at this. I'll show you that in a second here. Let's get Jake Fratelli all put together. Where'd his hair go? There it is. Got pushed behind. He gets a blunderbuss. Exactly, Dante. The skull break. Yep. Got it all fixed. Eric says, and remember all to lick it and flick it on the way out. Thank you for that reminder, Eric. Yes, I broke my skull. No, I don't need an ambulance. Fortunately, I don't. And Dante says, Mayday, Mayday, the skull broke, repair on deck C. And Steven's telling Eric that he'd done that when he came in. Buck says, over there. Yeah, I find his hair, thank you. And it was over there. And Eric says, Buck wants to know where his hair went to. You mean where Buck's hair went to, not Jake's. So, this was a neat little thing that, so you can do various things apparently with data. Well, any of the characters I would suspect. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way. Slippery little booger. Little accessory for Data. You can have him with a robotic punching bag. Or boxing glove. Or you could have him hanging from the chains as I did earlier up by the dungeon trapdoor. Whichever you would like. But it's kind of cool that you get the little accessory here. Donnie says, oh yeah, the punching arm. Yep. So I think I'll leave that on there for now. The candles can be used at a later time if needed. So, with that, being there's about 12 minutes before Buck streams, let's go over what I accomplished tonight. I got section 3 done. Over here I got the wishing well, the trapdoor, the skull face built, and rebuilt after I broke it. Got the top deck part from the ship put on section 3. Some cannonballs strewn about the deck. Steps going up to the next section. Turn this around and let's see if I can do this without breaking it some more. Got the hull done on the upper section and placed in the railing and the plank to walk, forcing the guys to walk the plank that are committing mutiny. So far, enjoyable build. A couple mistakes, thanks to Howard for pointing out that I put a piece in wrong way before I got too far along and couldn't fix it, or had to tear way too much off to fix it. But when I found out about it, it wasn't too bad to fix. Didn't have too much to tear off. It was the trapdoor piece, and that does work. A little hard to get to with my fat fingers to turn it, but it does work. And as a gimmick, you could have Data or whoever attached to the chain, the floor drop, and they'll just dangle below. Dangle in the section and the floor below from the chain. So, all in all, it's a fun build, having a good time with it. First off, before I go any further, I want to say thank you to Howard. Greatly appreciated you helping out. Oh, that's a good idea. We'll put Jake and Data up here, and they look like they're fighting each other. There. So we can do that. So, again, big thank you to Howard for producing for me. It helps me focus on building, even though I still make mistakes. And Howard keeps the comments caught up on that, so didn't have much to do when he had to leave at 8:30. So again, thank you for everyone that stopped by, take time out of your day to hang out with me, chat with me, watch me build the Goonies ship set, Lego set, having a good time with it. Let's see, so immediately following when I wrap up here at 9 p.m., we have Buckman's Model Mania. So go join him over on his channel. Tomorrow night, well, sometime tomorrow, Buck is going to start a stream that will be running from whenever to probably 11 p.m. Central Time. So keep an eye out for that. That'll get posted. Not sure what time that'll start yet. Haven't heard, but that'll be running from the start time till 11 p.m. Central. Then don't know if Jordan from Aligning the Stars is going to stream on Thursday or not. He possibly will. If he is, that'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then join us Friday for the HTM group live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we all hang out, have a good time. People are building models, and we interacting with chat and just having a good old time hanging out with each other. Saturday will be Trek Mods, probably starting around 6 p.m. Keep an eye out on Discord for that. Following that at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday is Canadian Starships. He should be back on schedule for that, hopefully. Then join us Sunday afternoon for the another HTM, the HTM group live stream, Sunday Fun Day at 4 p.m. Eastern. We start earlier on Sundays. That enables our friends from across the pond to join us for a little while before it gets too late over there for them. And then we're back to Monday. We'll have Dawn's Modeling Desk going at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then Tuesday, we're back around to Tuesday, where I will be back and continuing on with the Goonies build. Again, thank you for everyone that came by. I hope everyone has a happy and safe New Year. And until next time, bicycle.